Okay, guys, so everybody has a ruler, and for those of you that are at home, I'm going to send a ruler home with someone. What I want you to do is I want you on your ruler on the centimeter side, that's a smaller measurement than the inch. I want you to put your finger on the 3.
But Miss Carol, at the 10, 20, and 30, they're a little bit big.
Right? Yep, they sure are. They're counting by tens, and those marks are bigger. So put your finger, if you would, on the 3. On the number 3, yes, on the, not the inches. Notice here that the inches side, that those are marks in between are a little bit bigger, but on the centimeter side, those are smaller. So put your finger on the 3. Is everybody there? Now I want you, let's see here. Now I want you to go up 8 more. Tell me where you are. And stop and tell me what number you're at.
13.
I think you may have gone up more than that. You need to use your ruler. Put your number on the 3 on your ruler and then go 8 more.
11.
Did everybody get 11?
11. Yep.
Did you get 11? Okay. So if I were to do a number sentence, what would that number sentence be?
23 plus 8 equals 11.
Excellent. That was great. Let's see here. How about put your finger on 11. Let's take a look at 11. Do you have your finger on 11 centimeters? Okay. Then I want you to, let's see here. Now I want you to go 3 less. Put your finger on 11 and go 3 less.
Like 8.
Did everybody get 8?
4.
Okay. Are you with me, Katie? Okay. So let's do a number sentence. Xander, we said 11. How many less did we go?
8.
We went back 8.
3.
We went back 3, and then our answer was 8. Very, very good. Very good. Let's do 9. Put your finger on 9, and I want you to go up to. What's your answer? So what is our number sentence? 9. We start with 9 plus 2 equals
11.
Does everybody see that?
11, 3, and 8 is like a number bond. 11, 3, and 8.
Yep, you're all right. You can do a number bond with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Are you ready for this problem? Touch your ears so I know you can hear me. Okay. This is a word problem. So what is? Don't know what you're doing. There is a strategy. I'm going to turn this off for just a second. There's a strategy that we use for our word problems called RDW. What does that mean?
Read, draw, write.
Read, draw, write. Okay, so here, I'm going to read the problem. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Caleb has 37 more pennies than Richard. Richard has 40 pennies. Joe has 25 pennies. How many pennies does Caleb have? Well, I just read it, right? What's our next step? What do I do next? I just read it. Now what do we do?
Draw.
We're going to draw. Yes, Katie. Okay. So let's on your paper that you have in front of you, at some point, somewhere on that paper, let's practice this. So we have this boy named Caleb, right?
Yep.
Okay. Caleb has, it says 37 more than Richard. Okay. Let's not put that number down just yet.
4.
Richard has 40. Okay. Richard, he has 40. Well, we can do 37 more. How about we draw that out? Do you remember how we did the quick 10? How we just had that line and it meant 10? Do you remember that? 10, 20, 30, 40. You do that. Do a quick 10.
On what?
You can write on your paper somewhere. Just find a place on your paper. I know we have one for our next activity, but so Richard has 40. Yes.
Do we write all?
Do what I'm doing. Do what I'm doing.
I'm gonna get even the words.
Yes, please. So that we know who is who. Okay. We have in this word problem we have Caleb, Richard, and Joe. So here's Joe. We're going to talk about Joe here in just a second. Okay. Caleb has 37 more pennies than Richard, and Richard has 40 pennies. Joe has 25 pennies. So Joe has 25 pennies. Let's do quick tens. 10, 20, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Do you see that? We can go ahead and draw 37 too. We're going to go 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh? See, Caleb has 37 more than Richard. Richard has 40, and Joe has 25. John, let me turn the glare from these lights. You can't see what I'm doing. That's a little better. Okay. So here is our question. Are you ready for the question? No, not yet. Okay.
I'm on Joe.
Okay. And these are all pennies. This is money. So we're talking pennies for all of them. Pennies.
Richard.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I'm on Joe.
That's fine. Go ahead.
My neck is hard.
Okay. I'm going to read the question. The question says, how many pennies does Caleb have? Does that question have anything to do with Joe?
No.
So do we need that Do we need that information for Joe at all?
No.
So do this. Mark Joe out. Mark him out. We don't need that information. That's not what we're being asked. We're being asked to find out how many pennies does Caleb have. Because see, if you look here, we really don't know yet, do we? Well, we're going to find out. Okay? So if Richard has 40 and Caleb has 37 more than Richard, what do you think? What should we do with these numbers? What do you think? Well, let me ask you this. If Caleb has 37 more than Richard, does Caleb also have 40? What do you think?
No. Richard had more than Caleb.
No, I'll see what y'all. Let me tell you why you're going to get confused. It says Caleb has 37 more than Richard's 40.
Oh, so.
Do you see what I'm saying? Caleb has 37 more than Richard's 40. So
77.
So Caleb has 40, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He has 40. Do you agree?
So is it 47?
Whoa. What kind of number sentence can we put to this? What do you think?
47.
No. Tell me the number sentence. Tell me the equation. Harley?
40 plus 37.
Yes.
Equals 47.
How can that be 47?
Because
That's 40 plus 7. We have the ones. Well, we have the ones correct, right? 7 plus 0 is 7.
77.
What's 3 plus 4?
77.
77 pennies. Could we also not count? Let's take a look. Let's count the tens. 1,
66.
No, Count with me. 1, 2, you're not counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So we know it's 70. How many? Let's count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did we get it right?
Yes.
77. So we used two strategies. We used our number sentence equation and knowing some of the number facts that we know, and we also counted the tens and ones. So now, last sentence. We are not only are we going to write the equation, let's write the answer in a sentence. So it was asking about Caleb. So Caleb has how many pennies? How many pennies does Caleb have? 77 pennies. And put a period. And that's it. That's it for your sentence. Caleb has 77 pennies.
I thought that was an L and an A.
No, it's just an H. I'll rewrite it. So write that down, please.
Okay.
The last part, and we're pushing it for time. Yesterday, we talked about using a ruler. Hold on. We talked about measuring objects using a ruler with a centimeter unit or a meter unit. So objects that are small, would we use a meter stick and measure in meters or centimeters? Somebody help me out. Yes, if we have a small object, like a ruler here, or an eraser, I could use the centimeter unit, right? Centimeter scale. But I wouldn't be necessarily. Now, if I wanted to measure a football field, would you want to measure a football field in centimeters?
No.
Would it take you a little while, do you think?
Yes.
How about meters?
Meters.
You definitely would want to use meters. Now, objects that are smaller, we're going to use a centimeter unit, okay? That scale. Objects that are much larger, we're going to measure with a meter stick, okay? Measure in meters. For instance, you can measure yourself, right? You can measure yourself in meters, right? I know.
Like you measure Xander.
So, yesterday we talked about what objects we could measure in centimeters and which we could measure in meters, okay? So, let's see here. All right, so we're going to pause. Those of you at home, I'm going to send a page home with you and a ruler so you can measure in centimeters and then check those objects that are centimeters or meters, okay? Thanks, guys.